Hello everyone! Today we are going to finish the Fallen Gifts game by adding some animations. Because as you can see, the game is basically working, but the player does not have any animations. It looks kind of bland. I would also like the elf to move up and down a little bit, and also to look at the direction that he is currently facing. Okay, so let's do just that. So first let's work on the up and down animation. I'm going to declare a private float called up and down cooldown. Next, in our player.cpp in the update function, let's decrease the up and down cooldown by the delta time. This tells us how long the animation will take. Now if the up and down cooldown is less than 0, let's move the elf by 10 pixels in a given direction. Let's set the cooldown back again to 0.5 and let's invert the direction. So here we also need to declare float dir equals -1. And that should actually be it. Let's see. Okay, see, now our player has this nice retro dance animation. Nice. Okay, next, I would like the player to look like this if the elf is moving to the right, or like this if it is moving to the left. So, let's go back to the player source file. I'm going to modify this in the move function. So, if x is greater than 0, let's set the texture rect to SFML 1 times 16 y0 and width 16, height 48 pixels. Okay, nice. Now else if x is smaller than 0, let's set the texture rect to, well, 0. I'm going to write 0 times 16 just for clarity what we are doing. 16, 48. Nice. Oops, I forgot the interact here and here. Oh, else if x is actually 0, let's also add the .f to make this a float. Else if x is 0, let's set the texture rect to the default one here. So 2 times 16 and the same width and height. Nice. This should basically work now. Nice. And if we stop, the animation is changed back to the default one. But we also have some unused textures. Here we have the crying elf, and here we have, well, the stunned elf, I would say. So I would like to set this animation if we gain a point, or this animation if we lose 1 life. Okay, so let's go back to our player.cpp file. Now in player increase score, I'm going to set the texture rect to SFML 3 times 16 and y0. And the width should be 16 and the height 48. Now in the lose HP, let's do the same, but 4 times 16. Okay, let's see now. Well, there is going to be one problem, because we change the texture also in the move function. Well, this is set for basically like half a frame or something. We need to define a variable called lock movement animation cooldown, and let's set it to 1.0. Now in our player.cpp, let's set the lock animation cooldown to 1.0 here, and also in the increase score function. Do you want to update this only if the lock movement animation cooldown is less than 0. If lock movement animation cooldown is less than 0.f, do this. We also have to subtract the delta time. So let's maybe just do it here. Minus equals delta time. Let's see now. Nice. As you can see, the animation is locked for a bit. Nice. Next, we also have to utilize the last part of the texture and also play the defeated sound. For this, I'm going to also add a defeated animation cooldown, just like this. Set it to 3 seconds. And also a defeated boolean. Now, in the source file, let's check if the HP here is less or equal than 0. I would like to set the defeated flag to true and set the texture rect equal to this, but not 4 times 5. Okay. And let's lock the movement animation for 5 seconds. Okay, now in the update function, if the player is defeated and if the defeated animation cooldown is greater than 0.f, let's move the player 50 pixels down per second. Let's subtract delta time from defeated animation cooldown. Okay, nice. You also have to modify the restart function. Here, let's reset all of our cooldowns. Here, let's reset all of our cooldowns. And let's set the defeated flag to false. Okay, now also here I would like to wrap all of this in an else statement. And actually the lock animation cooldown should be outside of this else, regardless if it is defeated or not. Okay, now we also have to modify the game.cpp file. And here I'm going to add one more if statement. If player get defeated animation cooldown less than 0.f, let's set the game running to false and let's set update restart text. And here maybe instead of that, we need to use player.isDefeated. We need to declare those two methods. So let's do just that. In the player header, I've added these two functions. Now in player.cpp, those functions are going to be pretty simple. Let's just do a boolean player is defeated, return HP less or equal to 0. And the get defeated animation cooldown should just return this variable. Okay, now hopefully everything should work. And here let's also do a return. We don't want to update gifts anymore. Let's see again. Let's avoid the gifts to lose our HP. We have that nice cooldown before we get the game over a message. Oh, I would also like to play the defeated sound if the HP here is less than 0. So actually if player.isDefeated, we'd like to play the game sounds, oops, not this game sounds dot defeated sound dot play. Otherwise play the normal incorrect sound. Okay, and same thing here. Nice, you get that nice zipping sound. Now, well, this gift is spawned basically at the bottom of our map. So let's maybe... Let's just spawn some... maybe one more gift. Let's just do for gift and gifts dot restart. Oops, not here, but here. And also let's pass the width here. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see now, our elf is way more well, lively. And the game is well, a bit more entertaining at least. Oh no! GG. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, share or subscribe, and see you next time. Goodbye.